Welcome back everyone, I'm Depressed Dior, and this is Final Fantasy VI. I went ahead and killed a bunch of monsters. It's actually rather easy to grind if you go in the forest. If you get a group of 3 monsters, you get over 30 experience. If you get a group of 4, you get over 50 experience, which is enough to kind of gradually level yourself. Terra, when she hit level, I think it was 6 or 7, she learned a new spell, which is Antidote, which is supposed to be Antidote, which cures poison. For killing the monsters in the forest, all you have to do is just hit them all with fire, and it kills them all at the same time. I do try to steal with luck when I can, which I've gotten a few tonics. Also, the monsters have a chance of dropping tonics by themselves. The desert is not a good place to grind, because they're a lot stronger, fire doesn't kill them instantly, and they hit really hard. But we're at level 9, I think that's good enough right now, and I think Locke's about the level, so we'll stick with what we got. We'll go ahead and save. Alright. Alright, here's Figaro Castle. Wait! Hey! Oh, it's you. Proceed. So here we are, Figaro Castle. We got ourselves the basement, which if you try to go through, that's dangerous. So you're not supposed to go that way. If you go down this way, you'll be in the jail, which, these have been terrorizing the vicinity. Stay away from them. So, nothing to do here either. There's one thief that looks a little bit different, though, but, we'll learn a little bit more about him later. Alright, and they're blocking the way, so we gotta go talk to somebody. Oh, wait, can we go this way? Yes, we can. I take your soft, which just cures petrify. And we can buy stuff! Yay! Stuff that restores MP costs a lot, if you haven't guessed. But nothing really worth the trouble in here. We're gonna go over here. Ooh, more stuff. Received tonic. Received antidote. Alright, you got the auto crossbow, the noise blaster, and the bio blaster, which right now we don't know anything about, but I'm gonna go ahead and buy one of each. Well, not the auto crossbow, but oh, there you go. Strikes multiple enemies used with tool command, and these had some stuff on them too, which I'll. Noise blaster confuses multiple enemies used with tools command. Gases multiple enemies used with tools command. We'll learn more about that later. Nothing here. Receive Phoenix down. And that leads over here. Okay, so there's no equipment shop, unfortunately. Which kinda sucks, but whatever. We'll make do. You mean this young woman? Who do you think you are? Oh, sorry. How rude of me to turn my back up to a lady. The young King of Figaro Castle, allied to the Empire and a master designer of machinery. Edgar. I am Edgar, King of Figaro. Surprised someone like me knows a king? Nod nod. Talk to you later. Zoom. So you're an Imperial soldier. No problem. Figaro and the Empire are allies. Please relax while you're here. It's not in my blood to harm a lady. Look, why are you helping me? Is it because of my abilities? I'll give you 3 reasons. First of all, your beauty has captivated me. Second, I'm dying to know if I'm your type. And I guess your abilities would be a distant third. What's with you, anyway? I guess my techniques are getting a bit rusty. I suppose a normal girl would have found him dashing, but I'm hardly normal. And off we go. Now we can go anywhere we want. Not that there's very many places to go. Need a rest? Sure. Pretty sure it auto heals me soon enough, but I'll go ahead and just be sure that I have MP. And I'm assuming this leads outside. Yes, it does. Where do you go in here? Edgar has a twin brother. He was such a nice boy. Brother, what's wrong with father? What's all this talk of his successors? Are you blind? Look how thin his face has become. What is it? Brother. Tears. Edgar's twin brother who traded the throne for his own freedom. Sabin. And they don't... Well, I guess there is some resemblance, but whatever. Yes, his name is Sabin. Oh, he looked so like his father. When he ran away, he was a sweet little child. I wonder what he's like now. His Highness said he'd marry me when I get older. Whatever. In this particular game, I don't really talk to all the NPCs. It's not... Most of the JRPGs, there's not really much point in talking to everybody. Of course, there's always sometimes that one person you're supposed to talk to, and it tells you some important secret, which requires you to either have a game guide, or like a strategy guide, or the freaking what do you call it? Oh, or game facts open. This game isn't as bad. There are a few little hidden tidbits, but nothing too serious. God, I wish I had sprint shoes right now. Well, let's go in here. I believe there's nothing in here. I would be right. Okay. Well, let's head back to the center. Hopefully I did... I think the only thing you need to trigger is that old lady thing that talks about saving, and I think then you're good to go ahead and head back. And you'll be able to progress the plot. And if you're thinking that anyone that's been named to where I can change the name will actually join our party in the future, you'd probably be correct. Oh hey, who are you? The whole business of the succession was so repugnant to Sabin, the king's brother, that he fled the castle forever. The suggestion was settled with a coin toss. Are you back? Yes, you are. Well, how do you like my castle? Dusty. King Edgar, someone from the Empire to see you. Probably Kefka. Phooey, Emperor Gestalt's stupid orders. Edgar, you pinhead, why do you live in the middle of nowhere? These recon jobs are the pit. Ahem, there's sand on my boots. Yes, sir. All set, sir. Idiots. Sir Kefka, what on earth do... Out of my way. Oh, I have control of Edgar. Edgar starts at level 11. That's all that. But his main gimmick is the fact he uses tools, which is why we have those tools. Go figure. Can I not talk? I thought we were allies. What are you doing in my domain? You've been busy down south, looking for more cities to destroy? That's for us to know. Okay, I guess I have to talk to both the soldiers first. What brings Kefka, humble servant of Emperor Gustal, into our lowly presence? A girl of no importance recently escaped from us. We heard she found refuge here. This wouldn't have anything to do with this witch everyone's been whispering about, would it? And who told? I mean, this is the middle of nowhere. How could he even get that information? Lies. She merely stole something of minor value. Is she here? That's a tough one. You see, there are more girls here than grains of sand out there. I can't keep track of them all. I'd hate to be you if we found out you're lying. I truly hope nothing happens to your precious Figaro. This is a nice castle you have. It'd be a shame if something would happen to it. I'd say that guy's missing a few buttons. Where's Terra? Take her to her room. I'd love to chat with you, but the Chancellor and I must plan our strategy. Sometimes I hate being a king. If you'll excuse me. Follow me. Can't run faster than you. So the only, well, there's, what, 2 bedrooms in this entire castle? And we get the other one. Don't you worry about a thing. You're Locke, right? Edgar told me about you. Is it true you're a thief? That's Treasure Hunter. On the surface, Edgar pretends to support the Empire. The truth is, he's collaborating with the Returners, an organization opposed to the Empire. I am his contact with that group. The old man you met in Narsh is one of us. Empire, but I'm a soldier of the Empire. That's not true. They were using you. Things are different now. Now we're using you. I don't understand. What should I do? Kill them all. I can't tell you what to do. You don't have to decide right now. You'll soon find your way. But how will I know which way is right? What the? I have to say I'm very impressed that they managed to set fire to stone in the middle of a desert. What's happening? It's the Empire, it's Kefka. What are you doing? Fire! Fire! Such wonderful subjects. Fire, fire. Oh, pfft. Beavis from Butthead joke, huh? Bring me the girl now. I don't know what you're talking about. Then welcome to my barbecue. And then you just walk up here and you go, get ready. Yes, sir. Changed your mind? I guess I have no choice. Chocobos! Or maybe I do. Ack, shameful that a king should flee, leaving his people behind. How utterly delightful. Jump! Really suck to miss this jump. Okay, dive now. Yahoo! Figaro submerge mode activated. So yes, this thing can burrow under the sand. No one can touch the people of Figaro. It's a useful little trick. Go, get them! Apparently these things go faster than chocobos. MTech armor. Tech laser. These things actually hurt pretty badly. Like, really badly. But something you can do. Oh, only tonics? That's lame. Now, in this particular battle, if you cast magic, it will actually activate an event. We'll use auto crossbow. Edgar, what's the matter? You look positively spooked. Did you just see what I saw? I hope so. I've been grinding him for like 3 or 4 levels. Yeah, this kid seems loaded for bear. She's amazing. That was magic. M-A-G-I-C. Magic. She used magic. Tara, where on earth did you learn that? Sorry, Look, I didn't mean to make such a big deal of this. Me either. It's just that I've never actually seen magic before. Where did you... Edgar, Tara can use magic and we can't. That's the only difference between us. The fact is, we could use her help. Thank you, Locke. Thank you, Edgar. Wink. Stop swooning. And then the battle continues. Auto crossbow. Oh, killed one already. Neat. I'll just fight. So the real trick to fight these guys is don't do AoE fire, just use single target fire and then attack them. Let's try it. And it pretty much fries them. And then there's of course auto crossbow. Got 2 potions. Bravo, Figaro. Son of a submariner, they'll pay for this. This is great. Was that a bad person? I'm scared. Tara, there's someone I'd like you to meet. We're members of the Returners. Our mentor, Benin, would certainly like to meet you. Magic is going to be the key to winning this war. Magic? Tara has magical powers that Esper seem to react to her. Can there be some connection? How do you know about the Esper? I haven't the foggiest. It just seems natural to me that I have the use of this power. But no human is born with the powers you seem to have, and... I apologize. What should I do? I'm sure the Empire is going to come after you. If they get their hands on you again, the world's finished. Tara, you want to understand your own powers, right? Then I think we need to consult with Benin, who doesn't know anything about magic either. Please. Okay, to the south there's a cave that leads to South Figaro. So we get ourselves a free chocobo for at least this duration, which will allow us to just run straight to where we need to go next. Figaro is currently underground, so you can't go back there. Also, it's very funny that Kefka decided to attack Figaro with only 3 people. Oh yeah. This thing has, like, tank controls almost. And then you dismount. And then it runs off and you can't use it again. And it looks like I'm a little beat up. But that's okay. King Edgar, where are you headed? Through the cave and eastward to South Figaro. And it looks like I'm having frame rate issues. Return to the castle and tell the others we're safe. Yes, sir. Take care. Now we can go in here. Recovery spring. Now we're back to full health. And we were fighting a bunch of these guys. It's not a really big deal because we have auto crossbow. You can also use Bio Blaster, but it's a poison attack. And I think Noise Blaster does confusion, but does no damage, so that's why I'm not using it. So you're going to be using auto crossbow through the majority of this. And it doesn't cost any MP, so you can freely do this over and over again. And 85 experience is pretty good experience. So we got a few routes we could take. I believe there are a few hidden passageways. I don't remember exactly how this place works. It's been a while. You know, several years or so. Just over here. Here. Yay, tonics. Tonics are pretty much useless in combat because they only heal for 50, but you can use them after combat. So you don't have to use cure so much. Yeah, tincture, or whatever it's called. I always conserve my like MP items, and I end up never using them. Because eventually you get to the point where you have so much MP, it's not even funny. I think these crawlies can take a crossbow hit, we'll see. Nope. Get tons of gold, which is good because we're going to actually reach our first shops, like major shops in the next village. Pretty sure I'm supposed to go down the right path. Good steal. Funny enough, these things that we're fighting are actually weaker than the things in the desert, but they're worth more experience. However that works. Okay, I need to go the other way. So my first guess was actually correct. So Edgar kind of takes the show for a while because of the auto crossbow. Oh, guess I can't go this way. Sorry to like waste everyone's time. At least we're getting some experience. Whoa, frame rate. Sorry about that, guys. Like, for a few seconds, my frame rate went down to 7. It's probably because I'm right now rendering a part of Blood Bowl Chaos Edition while I'm doing this. Luckily, this game doesn't take as long to render. Well, at least I don't think it will. Can't possibly take longer than freaking Blood Bowl. That takes like 4 hours of render. Yay, killing stuff. There's definitely some benefits for grinding ahead of time, but there's also some disadvantages of doing so, once you realize the various systems that are available in this game. But it's not that big of a deal, to be honest. And levels don't make too much of a difference in this first part of the game. Though the first part of the game is actually a kind of a loose term. Maybe the first half. And looks like I'm getting some sirens, so one moment. There we go. Always get these fire trucks and ambulances going by. It's very annoying. There we go. Now I can go over here to this chest that probably has nothing important in it. But you might as well loot them now, because I think they restock in a future part, if I remember correctly. Not a huge deal, though. At least we're getting a lot of money. Phoenix down. Right, up here. Then you just loop around. cave's pretty straightforward. And wow, Locke is like nearly dead. Well, if he would succeed in stealing tonics more often, he would probably be healed up a little bit more. Nah, I'm just kidding, I wouldn't heal him. Alright, new area. Go ahead and just head to the village. And you see this guy wandering around. Here's a chocobo pen. You can go and buy a chocobo if you really, really want one. But they're pretty much useless in this game. Also, boxes and crates can actually have items, so might as well. Green cherry, that's to cure imp. You can actually cause imp with it as well. There's also a port down there, but that's not important. Here's some eye drops, cures blindness. Here's an antidote, cures poison. Get soft, cures petrify. And before we go to the inn in that place, I'm gonna follow that shady figure. I'm gonna go check some other places out. Like this weapon shop. But first, tonic. Okay, nothing in those. Let's do some shopping. So yeah, Locke can use up to a mithril blade, while the other two can use up to a regal cutlass. So what we can do is just buy two of these. And then we can go equip. Regal cutlass, a lot more attack power, really nice. Then we can get mithril blade. There doesn't seem to be much benefit for using dirks in this game. It doesn't give any extra hit percentage or anything like that. Actually, it might. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything. That's okay. You can also buy shields, which Locke kinda needs one. Main thing we need to get is 3 plum hats. Kung Fu suits. And a cotton bud. I'm not buying a shield just yet. I might try something that I'd never really messed around with before. Plum hat gives magic defense and regular defense. Kung Fu suits, same thing, just standard status increases. Okay. Shields, if I remember. Shields give, I believe, plus evasion and block, and maybe a small chance of MP blocking, or magic blocking. But we'll deal with that in a second. Let's go over. There's a back door here, if you didn't notice. Not that important. You can also go across here. Kind of useless right now, but it does have some use later. Equip relics to gain a variety of abilities. These double my walking speed. Zoom. Hey Mog. Relics give your party members a variety of abilities. For example, sprint shoes double your speed. True Knight lets you shield others during battle. Dragon boots add the jump command to your battle list. Gauntlet allows you to hold a weapon with both hands. Use the main menu to equip up to 2 relics per person. So we got things like protect against dark and petrify, protects against poison, protects against dark. Allows person to sprint. I'll go ahead and buy 1, because that's all you need. Protects party members who are low on HP. I'll buy 4 of those, and that's it. Actually, you can have the jewel ring. You can have the sprint shoes and a jewel ring, and you can have a jewel ring. You can also make yourselves protected against poison, I guess. Why not? We'll buy 4 of those. Actually, I'll buy 3 of those. So there you go. Now we have people that are immune to dark, petrify, and poison all at the same time. Except for Locke, but I don't care about him. Alright, so now we move a lot faster. There is no dash button, so this is just purely increasing my run speed all the time. So let's go ahead and handle all the extra stuff, because why not? And my past 2 videos were only 20 minutes anyway, so I'll make do. Nothing in there. What about you? Nope. Hello. The Emperor attacked Figaro Castle. Now we'll be drawn into the battle. Nah, you'll be fine. Alright. Getting some weird music here. Ellipses. At the very least, you could give me a response. Stand back, he seems vaguely familiar. Wait a minute. He owes allegiance to no one and will do anything for money. He comes and goes like the wind. Sundown. I mean, Shadow. It's the Shadow Kid. That's Shadow. He'd slit his mama's throat for a nickel. Better steer clear of him, I guess. And what's a nickel? Ellipses. Leave us. The dog eats strangers. Like entire strangers? Oh well. Oh yeah, and you can also head down here. Out of the way, gotta get this cider over to the old man. That's my job. Now scram. Funny enough, that's actually something important. Just not right now. Just checking for loot. Actually, there should be... Guess not. Thought there was a way. Oh well. Kinda showing all the secrets before you're even not supposed to know them. Hey, you could just follow this guy. I like how he gets stopped by the NPCs just as much as I do. And I can just go up here. Come on, there should be something here. Here it is, tonic. But yeah, that was that back door I found. I showed off earlier. I'm off fork. Get lost. What a jerk. I don't like strangers. Bring me some cider and maybe I'll talk to you. Unfortunately, right now we cannot get the cider. If you go and talk to the other guy again, he will just say the same thing and repeat the same process. Nothing there. Alright, it's a whole lot of healing items that we're not going to use. I kind of used up all my money anyway, so no big deal. So the only thing that's left is over here. Excuse me. This town will go down fighting. Even with their magic tech armor, we'll make it tough on them. Sure you will. My husband Duncan is a world-famous martial artist. He's taken his disciples to Mount Cole for meditation and training. That's probably going to be our next stop. And there's a save point there. For no particular reason. At least for now. Alright, so let's go ahead and just take care of the last tedious stuff. I'm gonna go towards... find some more of those, hidden little items. Most of them are useless, they're just little healing items. But they're kinda neat to find. all the way around here. You get a warp stone, which will automatically cast warp for you. Which... same effect as warp. I don't even remember what warp does. I think it's a way to flee from combat. I know for that much. And I think it gets you out of dungeons. So I don't think there's like a return spell or anything like that that allows you to teleport to villages. Anyway, we can go over here. Get a Phoenix down. Also go back down here. Receive an elixir. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. So yeah, that was a hidden passageway that I took the other way through. You're not supposed to find that out, but that's okay. Anyway, we found some items. There should be some up here, I think. You can also find this little path here. Gee, I wonder why this guy has like little hidden rooms with buckets in it. Another save point. Another little room. 500 GP. An old clock, it's ticking. 15,000 GP, empty. An old clock, it's not ticking. Mystery. So yeah, this is a room you are not going to be in for at least a little bit longer. No big deal. Actually, it won't be too long, actually. I forget how quickly you can get through this stuff in this game. Because essentially all this is rather linear, so... it's like you only get one direction. Oops. Nothing in here, nothing in there, nothing in there. Okay. So we're done here. And it's been about 30 minutes or so, but you know what? Let's run into that wall. There's one last place I want to go to, and it's outside. What's that smell? Tonic. And this is his favorite tea. These dishes, they were his favorite. Flowers, his favorite. Sabin, he was here. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to get some information about... well, actually, there was that thing about the Duncan, who does some training up in the summit. So, it could have led us to here. I don't remember if there was actually something specifically about this house that tells you that Sabin used to be here. What the? You know this guy? Of course, he left a couple of days ago after he heard Master Duncan was slain. He headed into the mountains. I heard Duncan's son, Vargas, is missing as well. I have a bad feeling about this. No, you will not escape. Oh. And there you go. So our next spot is dealing with, is going to the summit, or whatever it is, the mountains. Yay, tonic. So, palette swaps with some enemies and then some squirrels. Nothing too serious, just crossbow arm. Tara gain a level. Yeah, despite the fact that Tara learns spells by leveling up, she doesn't learn them fast enough, which I'll explain later once we learn a little bit more about magic. But yeah, that little spot there, that's the cave, that's the mountain we gotta go up. But we'll deal with that later. It's kind of funny having all these weapons when you don't really use them. Like, Edgar never uses his weapons. He should never have to. But I equip them anyway. Though I suppose tools might have something to do with, like, equipment. But I'm not entirely sure. But that's enough for now. I don't think I'll do any grinding. I'll pretty much gain plenty of levels just going up the mountain, so... For right now, I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this was Final Fantasy VI. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.